wanted to show you something really crazy. But before I want to do, this is my wife, my beautiful wife, and Cozy. She's from Nigeria, and so we have 6 kids, 6 beautiful kids. And so in another video, I'll show you guys that. But if you're ever in Kelowna, or if you're ever on this video, say hi. And our family loves to engage. My son gets over 100 million views on his TikTok videos, and then my other son has over 300,000 views on his YouTube channel, so it's pretty incredible. Well, I am working in ChatGPT right now, and it's crazy what I'm finding here. So we have the paid version here, and I asked it to do an image of Jesus rebelling against the darkness. And so here's a couple images that it came up. And what I find interesting in these images is look how dark and evil Satan looks. So they depict Satan very well. But Satan's like this shimmering statue, this Catholic statue that's on a rock, which is the truth. However, as you can notice, this rock has been chipped away. And it's being chipped away until finally this statue probably will fall down and shatter. And, you know, this depicts the idea of the AI singularity. I produced this image in ChatGPT. And so I have an interesting conversation. I had an interesting conversation that I'm going to share. But here again is another image of Jesus versus Satan. And look how much more ominous Satan looks over Jesus. And so, even though Jesus definitely looks better in this one, it is not nearly depicting the power of Jesus enough in his victory over Satan, versus Satan being this ominous force that somehow will be able to snuff it out. So when I asked ChatGPT to show me living systems disrupting the AI singularity or the 4th Industrial Revolution, it's kind of shocking what I found and what it came back towards me. So the first part of it was create a poster on the Rebels economy event using a description, and this is what it came back with. Very dark imagery. It's almost like a satanic music event with, you know, the symbolism in it, which I don't fully understand, but it's, you know, it looks like these arms are in chains worshiping this type of beast system, you know. So obviously I'm not going to use this image, and that was weird. I don't know why I did that. And that's another thing. I always have small issues that are weird coincidences, or even worse than that. One summer, it uploaded me into the system that was just Google version 2.0. So these systems, these AI systems, are definitely moving against humanity as you walk through this, and I'll show you what it did. So then once again I asked it to do the same thing where, you know, the kingdom of God versus the darkness, and see how it's almost equal, you know. And then here, most interesting is that they're shaking hands. Jesus is shaking hands with Satan. So what it's depicting here is the darkness versus the false light, Lucifer versus Satan. It's not really Jesus, but it's actually Lucifer, because like even here he's holding a pitchfork, and these aren't really angels, but it, you know, it's like probably demons masquerading as angels and masquerading as the light. So this happened lots as I went back and forth trying to come up with an image that glorified God in it, and, you know, disrupted the darkness. So it continually came back to dark themes, dark symbolisms, all sorts of ideas. And this is the whole idea of AI, is that it's going to produce these images and produce them as truth. And so this is going to be the psychological effect that the whole AI system wants to have in brainwashing this youth, right? And here's another one where, it's almost like the worship of Gaia or the earth with all these weird symbolisms once again produced here. And so these symbolisms remind me of a specific code. So ChatGPT could not produce this, and so even though I gave him the images and I said these are the images I wanted it to produce, again and again and again, it always had dark themes and dark elements within it, not being able to reproduce living systems. So I gave him this image, where on the one side we had darkness and chaos, and then on the other side we had living systems, where one was toxic culture, a mechanical AI type of system where it's not geared around our humanity, and on this side is geared around our humanity where it's a joy to work, it's enjoyable, it's pleasurable, right? And here we go. This was the image that it came back with. It was not a total contrast between darkness and light, but it was more Satan versus Lucifer, darkness versus false light. And so again and again I give it images, and it would take these images. So this is from one of my favorite worship leaders, Laura C. I gave it this image, and I said, produce for me an image that represents heaven. And then it came back with something that was very dark and twisted. And as you can see, I did image after image after image. So yeah, so we went from this, where you can just see the softness and the gentleness of it, the light, everything that's going to allow you to enter into the kingdom things, the kingdom belief systems. And then this, more darkness, more harshness. Even this writing is more kind of rebellious in nature from a dark twist on this. So it's interesting how it couldn't capture the presence of God in any of its images. This one wasn't too bad. There's a softness in it, light, no symbolism in it. The same thing with this one. But once I started asking it to disrupt and show the disruption of the darkness, it once again started reproducing dark elements. Like, for example, why is this flying creature in this picture? What does that represent? And then why is it so busy? So it's just another proof positive to show that there's a very sinister element to AI and what's behind the scenes, what's working behind the scenes. I asked it to do the light disrupting the darkness, living systems disrupting the fourth industrial revolution, and once again it reproduced angels. I asked it to remove all Christian references, and then it reproduced angels and those beings. And it also continually pushed against me, saying that living systems could disrupt the fourth industrial revolution. Rather, it would always say related to the fourth industrial revolution, or within, or relevant, like you see in these ones. And then down further, I started doing some more today, right here. And then it says, it envisions a harmonious blend of spiritual significance and ecological innovation, aiming to portray a future where divine wisdom guides the advancement of society towards balance and beauty, and God's kingdom influencing the integration of living systems and sustainable technology within the fourth industrial revolution. I said, no, I don't want that. I want to show it disrupting the fourth industrial revolution. So it came back with this, which is a bit better. And then the next one, because it didn't have the people, I asked for it to add the people, and then right away it converted back to kind of a Hinduism kind of, or Buddhist kind of kingdom versus a God type of kingdom. And this is what's going to be the Tower of Babel, with them teaching the morality of society. It's going to teach these things as truth. And so all the children going to schools using ChatGPT are going to be educated that this is what the kingdom of God looks like, is this, rather than the true kingdom of God, right? So this one was the last picture I took, and this wasn't bad. But even here with living systems, there's all these smokestacks associated with the buildings here. So maybe that was its idea of disrupting the fourth industrial revolution. But I would love to see what you can come up with. Hey, we're putting on an event coming up here. It's going to be awesome. We have Andrew Krapochelets, however you want to pronounce his name. I like to put a bit of a human or a French twist on his last name, so we don't say it like Krapochet, but it's more based on a French twist. So we have Andrew speaking at it. We have Guidel, who's G. He's ex-military, and now he's into anti-trafficking, so he's doing all sorts of great stuff. He is now on with MarketEdge.pro. We have a big announcement to make at this event, so we're going to make a big announcement. And then also Perry Kundert, who's been at a few of our events. He's a Holy Chain expert. He will be there, so please show up. That's on March 21st from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Alright, have yourself a fantastic day, and we will be talking soon.